So, you've come to battle me, young prince.
Come down here, you witch! What have you done with the princess?
Oh, I've made sure that she'll never lay eyes on you again. And if I have my way, which I know I will, you won't lay eyes on anyone again when I'm through with you.
What is the witch planning to do? Will the prince save his true love? If I were to make a wild guess, I'd say this story has a happy ending. It seems impossible, right? Well, you don't know what the witch is up against. See, if you would have known how the prince grew up with the knights and, well, why don't you hear for yourself? Oh, hello. I'm Monique. Good evening, and welcome to Cozy Corner Bedtime Stories. You know, I read a lot of different stories, and whenever I read them, the characters seem to pop right off the page and begin to talk in their own voices. Oh, I know it sounds silly, but they really do. It's enough to put me right to sleep. You don't believe me? Well, why not listen for yourself? What would be a good story to start with? Oh, here we are. This is a story that's been told for ages, a tale of grace, perseverance, and unexpected fortune. It's the story of Cinderella, the young woman whose kindness and quiet strength led her to a destiny beyond her wildest dreams. Go ahead and close your eyes. As long as you keep your ears open, you'll hear what I mean. Once upon a time, in a land far away, there lived a girl named Cinderella. She was kind-hearted and gentle, yet her life was marked by sorrow. After the death of her beloved mother, her father remarried, bringing into their home a woman with 2 daughters of her own. But when Cinderella's father also passed, her stepmother revealed her true nature, and the household fell into the hands of cruelty.
Cinderella, these floors look atrocious. You know we have guests coming this evening, don't you? I won't have this house looking like a disgusting pigsty. Clean them, now.
Yes, stepmother. I'm nearly finished.
Nearly finished? Oh, Cinderella, but you have to mend my dress. I don't want to look like an old hag. I mean, you, of all people, must know how embarrassing that is.
Do I?
Please, you're right. Just look at her, sister. Covered in ash and dust. Tch, you know you should take better care of yourself, Cinderella.
Cinderella. That was a pretty clever nickname I came up with.
That was my idea.
No, I don't think so.
Yes, it was. You always
Though they
take all
belittled
of my
her,
ideas.
Cinderella's spirit remained pure.
It did?
Of course. She carried her burdens with quiet grace, retreating to the warmth of the hearth as she found comfort in the whispers of the fire. One afternoon, the household was stirred by an unexpected announcement. A royal messenger had arrived with an invitation that would set events in motion that Cinderella could never have foreseen.
By order of His Majesty the King, a royal ball shall be held at the palace, and every eligible young lady in the kingdom is invited to attend. The prince himself will choose a bride.
The prince.
Oh, how wonderful. I've always wanted to be a princess.
Oh, shut up. No prince would want to marry someone with your face. But mine, he'll drop to my knees the moment we lock eyes.
Yeah, because you're so ugly, he'll die right on the spot.
Girls, this is no time to be bickering over who gets the prince. You're both eligible young ladies. Either one of you could win the prince's heart.
Oh, then I can go too. I don't mind that the prince will never look my way, but, well, I'd love to just enjoy an evening in the castle
Do not
with...
think for a moment that you will be attending, Cinderella. There's far too much work to be done here. Besides, what could you possibly wear to such an event? No, I'm afraid it just won't happen.
Cinderella's heart sank as her stepsisters planned their gowns and coiffures with glee. She returned to her tasks, dreaming silently of the life beyond the kitchen walls. She knew she had no gown, no jewels, nothing fit for a royal ball. It was true. There wasn't any hope left for her. As the night of the ball drew near, Cinderella was left alone, her spirits burdened with sorrow. The sound of distant carriages carried her stepsisters and stepmother away to the palace, leaving her in the quiet darkness.
If only I could go. If only for a moment. Oh, but it's no use.
Why do you cry, my dear?
Who are you?
I'm your fairy godmother, my child. And you shall not weep tonight. No. Just wipe here. Use your dress. Just wipe your eyes. They look a mess. But for tonight, you shall go to the ball.
But you don't understand. I have no dress, no way to arrive. I'm afraid you're right about one thing, though. There's no use crying about it because it just won't happen.
That's not the only thing I'm right about. Now, sit tight. Hold on. Stupid wand.
And with a wave of her wand, the fairy godmother transformed a simple pumpkin into a magnificent carriage, the mice into noble horses, and Cinderella's threadbare dress into a gown of shimmering silver, adorned with delicate slippers made of
Glass. How different. Oh, but it's beautiful. It's more than I ever dreamed, and oh, thank you.
Of course, my dear. But this facade is only temporary. Remember this. Never waste a Friday night on a first date. And also, at the stroke of midnight, the spell will break and all will return to what it was, okay? You understand?
That's more than enough time. Thank you.
Go on, get out of here.
Cinderella arrived at the palace, her beauty and grace unmatched by any other in the room, for all were amazed at the maiden who adorned the glass slippers. One particular young man, the same age as Cinderella, approached her.
Who is she?
Oh no, she's beautiful! There goes my chance with the prince!
Your chance? What about me?
Be quiet, girls.
Excuse me.
Oh,
May I have this dance?
of course.
Something looks very familiar about that girl.
As they danced, Cinderella felt the world fall away. The boy spoke little, but his eyes told her everything. He was enchanted by her, as she was by the night. danced until the stars shone high above, and yet, all too soon, the great clock began to chime.
It's midnight.
So it is.
Oh no, I must go.
What? Why? What's wrong?
Nothing. Well, I haven't met the prince.
The prince? But don't
Oh,
you...
I'm terribly sorry. The evening was lovely, but... Oh, goodbye.
Wait, I don't even know your name! Come back!
In her haste, Cinderella fled out of the castle. She ran through the halls, past pillars, and downstairs. Those stairs are what got her. On her way down, one of the glass slippers slipped off her foot. Before she had a chance to retrieve it, the young man she had once melted into the arms of was right behind her. So she ran, leaving behind the single glass slipper, a token of the brief magical night.
Oh, Mother! Mother! Did you hear?
Did I hear what?
The prince lost the maiden he danced with last night. He can't find her, and he's searching for her.
Can you imagine that? Someone running away from a prince! How unseemly!
So what about it?
She left behind a glass slipper.
Glass slipper?
They're testing it on every maiden in the kingdom to find the girl he danced with last night.
The prince.
Cinderella was in a blissful shock. The handsome young man she had danced with wasn't just any boy. He was the prince. She ran up to the attic to find one of her mother's old dresses and make herself look presentable. After all, she didn't have the same quality of clothes that she wore at the ball. The stepmother, quick to notice her joy, followed her up the stairs, locking the door behind Cinderella.
Wait, no, please!
You went to the ball, didn't you? You directly disobeyed me. I understand. You've hated me ever since your father died. You've taken it upon yourself to deliberately make my life miserable.
No, please!
Do one more thing for me. Stay in the attic and don't make a noise when the prince arrives. Or I may never let you out.
Please, no! Please! How could you be so cruel? Please!
Cinderella began to weep. She wept and wept. All the hope she was given was simply a blanket made to hide the true despair she was in. And just like that, the prince arrived.
Good evening.
Good evening, Your Highness. Marry me.
Oh my! Look, Mother! It's the man I danced with last night.
You're trying too hard, darling.
I, don't want to intrude,
Oh, please do.
but I need to test the shoe on every maiden in the kingdom. For whoever fits the shoe, I want to make her my bride.
Weak knees.
The prince began to test the shoe on both of the stepsisters, but their feet were just too big.
Let me try again. I know it'll fit this time.
Oh, this is ridiculous. It's tiny. Who has feet this tiny?
I haven't the slightest idea.
No matter how hard they tried, the slipper did not fit. At last, the prince gave up.
Are you positive that there isn't any more young maidens in this house that attended the ball? This is the last house, and if she isn't here...
I'm afraid not.
You don't think Sin...
The stepmother was quick to clasp her hand over her daughter's mouth, just as quickly as she flashed the prince a smile and opened the door for him. With a sigh, knowing that he may never find the love of his life, he left the house.
Who is that?
The wind.
You have another girl in this house.
Well, yes, but she's just a kitchen wench.
Hello up there! Who is doing that beautiful singing?
Cinderella was surprised to hear the voice calling for her. She wiped her tears and leaned her head out the window, and the two star-crossed lovers met each other's eyes.
You.
What room does that window go to?
The attic, but
The prince ran into the house without a second thought. He flew up the stairs, the stepmother and stepsisters following close behind. He reached the attic door, but it would not open.
Unlock this door.
no, I don't think.
Unlock this door right now.
The stepmother hesitantly pulled out the key and unlocked the door. As the door slowly swung open, the prince's love was revealed, standing behind it, waiting with a smile of wonder.
It's you. You were the girl that ran away. I recognize those eyes anywhere.
Should I try on the slipper?
I don't need a shoe to tell me who I love. But just in case. It fits.
It fits.
Cinderella and the prince were soon married, their union a celebration of hope, kindness, and love. From that day forward, she lived not only as a princess, but as a symbol of how grace and perseverance
And a little bit of magic.
can lift even the humblest of hearts to greatness. Though life may bring hardships, there is always a light at the end for those who remain kind. And there you have it. I told you they could talk. Cinderella, a tale of beauty, not just in appearance, but in spirit. May her grace inspire your dreams as you drift off to sleep. You know, not every dream is a good dream. Why? Just the other day, I dreamed that this big bad wolf came and, well, luckily it had a happy ending. It reminded me of a story that oh, here it is. Little Red Riding Hood. I'm sure you've heard of it before. A story of innocence, danger, and a very hungry wolf. So, settle in and let your mind wander through the woods as we begin our story. Once upon a time, in a small village near the edge of a great forest, there lived a little girl known to all as Little Red Riding Hood. She was given this name because of the bright red cloak she always wore, a gift from her dear grandmother.
Red, come here, sweet girl. I have a task for you.
Yes, Mother?
I've prepared a basket with bread and broth for your grandmother who's feeling ill. You must take it to her. But remember, stay on the path and do not linger in the woods. There are dangers lurking where the trees grow dark.
Don't worry, Mother. I'll be careful.
With her mother's warning in mind, Little Red Riding Hood set out through the forest, her basket in hand, the sunlight filtering gently through the trees. As Red walked deeper into the forest, she was unaware that she was being watched. Hidden in the shadows, a cunning wolf followed her every step.
Good morning, little girl.
Oh, good morning, sir.
What's a sweet looking thing like you doing in the forest all alone?
I'm on my way to visit my grandmother. She isn't feeling very well. I've brought her some bread and broth to make her better.
Oh, how very kind of you. I love her. Generous meal. I mean soul, I said soul.
Thank you.
Yes. And where does your dear grandmother live?
Not far. Just beyond the woods. At the end of the path near the 3 tall oak trees.
Perfectly nice. For you.
Yeah.
The wolf, with his hunger stirring, thought of a plan. He could reach the grandmother's house much faster than Little Red if he took a shortcut through the darkest parts of the forest. But, just to be safe, he would have to slow her down.
Oops, there goes your basket. Why not pick some lovely flowers along your way? I'm sure your grandmother would very much appreciate them.
That's a wonderful idea. She does love flowers.
Sucker.
What?
Oh, that's the name of the flower right there. Sucker. Or something.
Oh, I should get some of those for grandmother.
You do that.
As Little Red lingered to gather wildflowers, the wolf slipped away, racing ahead to her grandmother's cottage. When the wolf arrived at the small, cozy cottage, he knocked on the door, his voice now soft and sweet, mimicking Little Red's.
Grandmother, it's me, Little Red Riding Hood. I brought you food to help you feel better.
Come in, my dear. The door is unlocked.
Oh, come on. She's just asking for it.
Before Grandmother could rise from her bed, the wolf leapt upon her, swallowing her whole in one swift gulp. With the grandmother now hidden away within his belly, the wolf donned her nightcap and settled into bed, drawing the curtains just as Little Red Riding Hood approached the cottage.
Grandmother, it's me, Little Red Riding Hood.
That's her actual name? I just made that up.
I brought you some bread and broth to help you feel better, and a bouquet of flowers, too.
Come in! No, that's her. Come in, dear.
Red entered the dimly lit room, but something felt strange. Her grandmother was lying in bed, the covers pulled up high, her face half hidden in shadows.
But Grandmother, what big ears you have.
Oh, you know, all the better to hear you with, my dear.
And Grandmother, what big eyes you have.
Oh, the better to see you with, my dear.
And Grandmother, what big teeth you have.
Oh, the better to eat you with. My dear. Oh, screw it.
Before Red could escape, the wolf pounced upon her, swallowing her whole just as he had her grandmother. The cottage fell quiet once more. With his hunger now satisfied, the wolf settled back into bed, full and content, unaware that help was soon on the way. A huntsman, who had been passing by the cottage, heard strange noises and sensed that something was amiss. He entered cautiously, finding the wolf asleep in Grandmother's bed, his stomach unnaturally swollen.
What is this? For all the times I've been here to see the old woman, I've never seen her wearing so much fur. Unless it's a wolf!
The huntsman quickly realized what had happened. Shoving his burly arm down the wolf's throat, he reached into the wolf's belly and pulled out his two unfortunate victims.
What? I don't think so. You're all crazy. Can't you let a wolf eat in peace?
The wolf ran away as quickly as he could, escaping into the forest, never to bother Little Red Riding Hood again.
Oh, thank you, kind huntsman. You saved our lives. I thought we were lost forever. I never once thought the silly old wolf was disguised as my grandmother.
Bless you, sir. It was very uncomfortable in there.
It's all right now. But you must be careful, little one.
I know. I'll never stray from the path again. I promise.
Stray from the path? No. Don't talk to wolves. And check your eyesight. I don't have the slightest idea how you managed to think that wolf was your grandmother. I'm serious. Wolf's right. You are crazy.
Little Red Riding Hood learned a valuable lesson, one that she would never forget. She returned home safe and sound, grateful for her mother's wisdom, the huntsman's bravery, and even the fun she had along the way. Of course, the wolf might have learned a little more than Little Red Riding Hood. Next time he's hungry, he should just settle for a sandwich. For Little Red, don't give your grandmother's address to a stranger. Maybe sometime I'll tell you about my dream. I hope yours have a happy ending too. Tonight, I'll tell you the adventurous tale of Jack and the Beanstalk, a story about bravery, curiosity, and the discovery that sometimes big things come from the most unexpected places. So, close your eyes, settle in, and let your imagination climb high into the clouds as we begin. Once upon a time, in a quiet village, there lived a poor widow and her only son, Jack. They lived on a small farm, and though they worked day and night, their land had grown barren. They barely had anything left. All that was in their possession worth any money was a single cow named Milky White.
Jack, my dear, this isn't easy for me to say this, but I fear we have no choice. You must take Milky White to the market and sell her. We just can't survive much longer like this.
No, Mother. Milky White's the best cow in the world.
She's an old washed-up cow, and we aren't getting any milk from her anyways. The best she can do for us is a few pounds.
Mother!
Of money, Jack. Of money.
But we can't get rid of Milky White, Mother. She's my best friend.
Don't you have any little boyfriends, Jack?
Oh, all of them bully me for spending all my time with a cow.
Well, I'm sorry, son, but there's nothing else to do. You will sell Milky White. Do you understand?
Yes, Mother. I'll sell her and bring back what we need.
And with a heavy heart, Jack led Milky White down the dusty road toward the market. Though he wished there was some other way to save his home, Jack knew that there was nothing else to do. As Jack walked along the road, a strange man appeared on the path. His clothes were old and ragged, his hair was dirty and disheveled, but his eyes gleamed with something Jack couldn't quite place.
Good evening, young man. I see you're headed to market with that fine cow.
Yes, sir. Her name is Milky White.
Aw, you're so very creative.
Are you in the market for a cow?
No, of course not. I mean, yes. Yes. I need a cow.
Well, I can give you this one for just 5 pounds.
5 pounds? What are you, crazy? I don't have 5 pounds.
Then I'm afraid...
But I do have 5 beans.
Beans?
Yes, beans.
My cow's worth more than 5 beans.
Oh, but these aren't just any old beans. These are magic beans. Ooh.
Magic beans?
Yes. They're worth at least £1 pound each.
What kind of magic?
Well, don't tell anyone else, but these beans, when planted in a garden, grow into something. Ooh.
Really?
I know, extraordinary.
Jack stared at the beans, wondering if the man could be telling the truth. But the thought of magic filled him with curiosity, and so he made the trade.
All right, I'll take the beans.
When Jack returned home and showed his mother the beans, she was far from pleased.
You did what? Magic beans! You sold our cow for magic beans! Oh, Jack, how could you?
But Mother, the man said...
Get your head out of the clouds, Jack. That cow was the one thing we had left worth selling. Now what are we supposed to do?
In her frustration, Jack's mother tossed the beans out of the window and sent Jack to bed with nothing to eat. But as they slept and the two peasants wept, something marvelous happened. By morning, where the beans had been scattered, there stood an enormous beanstalk, stretching high into the clouds, so tall that its top disappeared from view.
Mother! Mother! Wake up! Look!
Go back to bed, Jack.
No, Mother, look! A giant beanstalk! The magic beans were real! I know it!
What are you talking about? And what in the world?
Without hesitation, Jack decided to climb the beanstalk, eager to see what wonders awaited at the top.
Jack! Jack! Stop that! You come down this instant!
I'll be safe, Mother. I won't fall.
After what seemed like hours, Jack finally reached the top of the beanstalk. To his amazement, there stood a grand castle, larger than anything he had ever seen, gleaming in the sunlight.
A castle. Up here. Above the clouds. Now I've seen everything.
As Jack entered the castle, his wonder quickly turned to fear. The ground trembled beneath him, and the booming voice of a giant echoed through the halls.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread.
Bread? Oh no.
Jack hid behind a large cupboard, his heart racing as the giant stomped into the room. The giant's wife entered soon after, carrying a tray of food for the grumbling creature.
Oh, you and your nose. Puh. You couldn't smell the difference between a rare steak and a potato. There's no one here but you, dear. Now, eat your supper.
While the giant ate, Jack's eyes wandered across the room. There, sitting on a table, was a golden harp that sang by itself, and beside it, a hen that laid eggs of solid gold.
The whispering hen. And that harp. They could save us from poverty.
As soon as the giant fell asleep, his deep snores shaking the very walls of the castle, Jack crept out from his hiding place. He carefully stepped over to the human-sized harp, where he saw that it had a face all of its own.
At long last the time has come.
Oh no.
When I be saved from this kingdom.
Shh.
For the giant is very rude.
Be quiet.
And I can't stand the attitude.
Shh.
But if you save me, be aware.
Be quiet.
Our giant friend is quite a scare.
Shut up.
Although he's big and full of food.
Shut up.
There's always room for boys like you.
Shut up.
But the harp's song had woken the giant, and in a thunderous rage, he leapt from the chair. Jack grabbed the harp and hen and began to run.
Thief! Come back here!
Jack raced to the beanstalk and began his descent, sliding down the thick vines as fast as he could. Above him, the giant's footsteps shook the clouds.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I'll catch you, you little thief!
But Jack was quicker, and as soon as he reached the ground, he called out to his mother.
Mother! Bring me the axe!
His mother, terrified but trusting Jack, brought the axe as the giant's enormous form began to descend the beanstalk. With swift, strong strokes, Jack chopped at the base of the beanstalk. The giant, now halfway down, felt the stalk tremble beneath him. The beanstalk fell, bringing down the giant with a thud, killing him instantly. The bigger you are, the harder they fall, and he was the biggest. Jack, his mother, and their small farm were safe once again. But more than that, the golden hen and the magical harp had brought them the wealth they needed to live comfortably for the rest of their lives.
Jack, I can't believe it. You saved us.
I only wanted to help, Mother. I never imagined it would lead to all this.
And so, Jack and his mother lived happily ever after, their days filled with music from the golden harp.
Now you've reached a happy end, but there's one thing missing, my friend. I'm tired of this one-man band. Take me back to my harp land.
And so, that is the tale of Jack and the Beanstalk, a story of courage, adventure, and how a leap of faith can sometimes lead us to heights we never dreamed of. May it inspire your own dreams tonight as you rest and drift off to sleep. Thank you for joining me on Cozy Corner Bedtime Stories. Until next time, good night.